What's up everyone, Shane here with ROA Off-Road. I'm out at our Utah Experience Center. We have something pretty exciting to showcase. Right now, I'm gonna be giving you my first impressions of the all new 2025 XT12. This is a cool trailer, and this is one of our most popular trailers in the MDC lineup. We've been selling a lot of these. This is the all new, brand new for 2025. First look, first time you're seeing it right here, right now. I'm gonna do a walk around and give you my first impressions. I haven't been inside yet, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so I know a bunch of things about this, but this is the first time I'm seeing it in person. It just got here over the weekend, right before Christmas, and I'm super excited about it. We have actually taken this unit out off-roading. Vaughn came out, we did an adventure. We actually did a walk around in this trailer, an older year model, where he talked about the manufacturing, the process, a lot of things that they do and the things they've done over the years to make their products. That was an incredible video. If you haven't seen it, you should go down below, click a link to that. But this is brand new and it has a lot of updates, a lot of new features that I'm really excited about. First thing I want to point out is they have the off-grid extreme. So what does that mean? It means a lot of things. Bigger batteries, more solar, ability to expand briefcases and have additional solar, even the ability to run your AC off-grid. What kind of AC, you may ask? Well, we'll jump in, we'll check it out. Like I said, I know about it because they've been talking about it, but this is my first time seeing it in person, so let's walk around. Obviously, we have this incredible kitchen setup, what you've seen on all of the MDCs over the past. We do have a table tray. You have a lot of a space to hang out and prep things here. Looks like we have some storage space up here. A few things that I want to point out. Obviously, this has the new decal package, so it's a little bit more sleek. Has that nice black faded MDC USA decal. I love that styling. To me, it looks very premium. The windows are new. So these are flush, they're flat, and they're also tinted. So it's harder for people to see inside on the exterior, but you can have your blinds down and still enjoy your views outside. There are some new things on board. As you can see, it looks like we have the new Truma. So if you watch some of our XT19 videos, that's the couples trailer, the 19-footer. They've moved a lot of those updates into the rest of the lineup. So I'm super excited. This is your compartment where you would put a fridge. And of course you have a light, you have your Anderson plug, your cigarette lighter, and a huge tray. I'm not going into a lot of detail because this is kind of my first impressions and I just want to look at things. It does look like we have an updated jockey wheel. This is the ARC 750. It looks like we have some propane. This is going to be your propane holders. Generally there's two 20-pounders in there. Let's walk around and check out some of the stuff over here. Oh, don't you just love that design? I love the look of this. I love the flat windows. I love the black, just how it kind of curves and fades as it goes down. I think it looks really nice. And everything about, look at the caulk lines on this. It's just, I want to say they're perfect. They are pretty much perfect. Okay, little storage compartment. Looks like we have some canvas here. I wonder if this is probably the shower, is what I'm guessing. This unit actually might have an annex. So I know the XT12's previous model years did not have annexes. That was one of the trailers that did not come with an annex. Like I said, this is my first impressions. Like this just came from the factory. You can see they still have like wrap here that they're just put in here to protect the walls as it's traveling in transit. But this looks like, this is too much canvas to be just a shower. So this is a lot of canvas in here. So you can see that. Yeah, so this looks like, this does look like it's an annex because there's clips on the other side. So that's a huge update for 2025 to have an annex room on the 12, because some people have asked. That's something that they've requested and the previous model years didn't have it. So very cool. I didn't know about that. Upgrades, Truma, everything is Truma. So previously, if you looked at some of the MDC units, they were using Dometics. Also air conditioners were Dometics. This is a Truma furnace. This is a Truma water heater. And check it out. It looks like this is your water system. So it's all been recessed. They're doing this to increase its ability to go off-grid during colder climates. So they're recessing everything back inside so that it's protected from the cold weather. That's very cool. Still have a shower set up here where you can hook up and have your shower. And this is your outside shower, but of course now that it's inside the trailer, it's gonna be better for cold weather. I did crawl under the trailer earlier. Something very cool is they've moved most of the plumbing up above the floor, so you don't have plumbing underneath the trailer running anymore. And that's something that I've never seen an Australian manufacturer do until MDC. And I knew they were doing that on the 19. I did not know they were doing that on the 12 until right now. There we have, this is your cassette toilet. And I like that they have this setup because you can put antifreeze in there and use it in cold climates in any temperature you could possibly go down to. Okay, coming around, I absolutely love that they're moving away from 2 tires to a ladder. Quite frankly, to me, a ladder is very practical. You can get on your roof, you can clean your solar panels, you can get up there, you can service things, look at things. Just, to me, this is very practical. 2 tires in the US, I mean, maybe in the Outback, you might need 2 tires. In the US, you're not within, 50 miles to 100 miles to most tire shops. So if you really need a second tire because you're going to Alaska in the middle of nowhere, throw a tire in the back of your truck. But I don't think it's necessary on the actual trailer. So love this. And they've had really good luck with these tires in Australia. They have, oh my goodness, I think a couple 100,000 of these tires out running through the Outback, and they haven't had issues. They've been really happy with these tires. This ladder too, I want to point something out because they actually pointed this out. This is a very common ladder you'll see in the RV industry, but I noticed, look at this, they actually added these L brackets. And when I went down and visited the plant to look at the 19 for the first time, they actually said, yeah, like they were worried about, there was a little bit of give when you climbed this ladder. And so they added these, which is funny is because I've been climbing up ladders on trailers for years, and I've never seen, they always just have a little bit of give. But MDC was worried that that wasn't strong enough for them, so they added these L brackets on each rung, which is very cool. That's the outside. So first impressions, very, very cool, very nice. I'm super happy. Let's go inside. Let's check out the interior. Look at this. They've done the black hardware with the gray cabinetry. That is so nice. And look how far that comes out. That's a lot of storage. And look, this is probably one of the biggest updates is there's an interior kitchen now. Wow, this is cool. So the other one just had counter space back here. Now you have a sink. Oh, and look at that, it's black. That's so cool. I've never seen one of these black before. These are usually chrome or aluminum. So they must have like a powder coated black sink. This is so cool. Look, black plugs, black outlets. I just love that they do stuff like that. Look, we have black hooks. Like these are just details that you don't necessarily need to do, but they're doing it anyways. Okay, door handle. It's just like little touches. I love that. And look, so this right here, some people think it's a vent. It's not a vent. This is like for towels, hang stuff right there. And then come on into the bathroom. This is a 12-foot trailer with an interior bathroom, inside and outside cooking. That's wild. That is a lot of bang for your buck in such a small space. Of course, you have your shower in here, your toilet. I mean, this is not the biggest bathroom in the world, but it's also a 12-foot trailer. So what do you expect? I mean, if I dropped a bar of soap, I could bend down and pick it up. Not so bad. And I'm big. I'm not a teeny little person. Okay, so we got vent in here. We got a dome right here, so you can open that up. But besides the dome, you also have your Furrion vent fan. So that should take the, when you're out cooking, that should be able to ventilate your food. Lots of storage. Looks like we have some ventilation down here. Do you know what I think they're doing? Why they're adding this ventilation? It's because they're trying to get heat into the inside of these cabinets to be able to allow for colder weather. So now your heat is kind of radiating in here. And I also believe, from what I could see down below, they've moved the plumbing above the floor, which is very important. So if you come down below, you can see there's a water line on the very bottom, and you can see that, and they've now put it above the floor. This is a big deal because this is what's going to allow the trailer, the water lines to not freeze if you go into a colder climate. Okay, so this is it. Check this out. This is the Renogy system, and this tells you everything. Look at this. You have your battery percentage. You can see it's fully charged. You can go through this and see different displays. You can actually get the setup on your phone. You can also turn it off, it looks like. Pretty cool. And then of course you have all your fuses, your water tank systems, and just a little detail. You can close it and make it nice and dark at night so those lights aren't bothering you. But I also like that they've utilized the storage space as well. Man, this trailer is so nice. This is so cool. Okay, hanging closet space so you can put some dresses or t-shirts in there. Also, let's go down here. Okay, so you can see they put all the water lines above the floor and they're all running through here. Oh, look at this. They've done valves. That looks like those are going to be bypasses for winterization. Wow, look at that. It is so cool. Jeez Louise. Okay, I just gotta say something really quick. We have worked with more Australian design / Australian companies than I think anybody else in America. From the very first people that were the Australian design, they made them in China, but they're built like Australian trailers, was Black Series, right? And we've also dealt with the Dwellers, we've dealt with Kimberly campers, we've dealt with Patriot campers. And I don't want to say anything bad about anybody, but as far as innovating in changing the product to the US standards, nobody has done more and faster than MDC. And that's pretty incredible because that's for you, the end user, at the end of the day. And this is super exciting. The fact that they're doing all of these things and making these updates is really exciting. Okay, it looks like there's a spot for your lagoon table. And then check this out right here. It looks like there's a charger. So wireless charging. So there you go. Starts charging right there. That is so cool. So look, if you're going to bed at night, you can just put your phone in right there and it will start charging. Very cool. Okay, let's go underneath the cushions here. Okay, got it carpeted, which is nice. Nothing under there, but some extra storage. Got some wiring stuff running through there. But look how nice and tidy everything is. I love how they put it inside this and then they zip tie it. It's just really well done. Look at this. Look at this right here. See how they've screwed? They put a little bracket there and then they covered in rubber and they also put it in a plastic housing. And then they did one there. They did one there. That's a lot of extra screws but I mean, I guess if you're going off-road and it's shaking and vibrating, that seems like a nice thing to do. So just very, very nice. Okay, let's now move to this side because I think there's something exciting over here. Let's check it out. Cushion up. Okay, there we are. This is the Renogy inverter. This is a 3,000 watt inverter. This will fire up and run the air conditioning system with no issues for a limited amount of time. But then look over here, we have the Renogy system. You have solar on the roof, but they've also created outlets, plugs on the exterior where you can add more solar to be able to bring in an additional 600 watts on the ground if you were to get the briefcases. That is so cool. Stock, what's coming in this? I believe it might be under here somewhere. I don't know where it's at. Let's see if we can get it to it right here. Oh, look at that. So we have our Truma and we have, this is our ducting because it looks like we have 2 ports down here at the foot of the bed. This is the Varioheat, which this is a phenomenal furnace. And look how tidy everything is. And everything goes into these, see down below the floor, these are these rubber grommets, so it's not rubbing against the wood. And then even in this back area, you can see they've screwed that in. Everything is just so nicely done. And then over here, whoa, look at that. We have a 400 amp hour lithium battery by Renogy. That is phenomenal. This is really important. People don't understand lithium batteries. They don't like getting to cold climate. When you get in cold climate, they can freeze and stop working. But look at this. They put a vent right here. So this vent, that's going to radiate. This heater will make a lot of heat, and that heat will radiate over there, and it will keep it above 32 degrees. If you're in here camping and setting the heat to, you know, a comfortable 70 degrees, that heat is going to radiate back into there so that you have heat going to the actual battery system. This is so nice. And they did the same thing here. See this? This right here is ventilated, I believe, out to the outside kitchen area. So the same thing, if you have a spigot and all that water in there, when you shut it up and you have the heat in here circulating, that heat is gonna work its way into those ventilated areas. These are exhausts for the actual inverter. But you can see there's just way more thought into the cold weather capability of these trailers. And that's something that I'm super excited about. Look at this. I didn't even point it out. This is a Truma air conditioner. Okay, if you don't know anything about the Truma air conditioners, number one, they're amazing. This is one of the quietest air conditioners on the market. So let's see if we can get this thing cranked on. So the AC just turned on. And can you hear me? I think you can hear me. And I'm talking very quiet. I'm not even like talking my normal like volume, right? I normally am talking like this, like, look at this, check out the air conditioner, it's very cool. This is one of the quietest air conditioners on the market. And it's also a Truma, which means it's one of the most reliable, most reputable air conditioning units on the market. And this is on low. I will tell you that is on low. So it does go to high, but in such a small space like this, are you gonna really turn this on full blast? Unless you wanna cool the unit down really fast. But check this out. So let's go to a higher fan speed. Once you get it cranking on full blast, it will get pretty loud. So there you go. That's pretty noisy. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna get to your campsite, you're gonna crank that thing on, and it's gonna go on full blast. And then once the trailer gets cold, which because you're in such a small space, it's gonna get cold really, really fast. And then it's gonna go down on low. It's like that fan right there is making almost as much noise as this, and it's not very noisy. This is incredible. Oh my goodness, I am so excited. Thank you, MDC. You guys are doing amazing stuff for America right now. We're so grateful coming into the new year. We're so excited about all the new lineups, all the 2025s coming out. They're gonna be so cool. I love the new styling. I like the old styling too, the inside. It's just, they're different. They're both beautiful. Obviously this black and gray is a little bit more modern, but yeah, there you have it. That is my first impressions of the all new MDC 12. This is a incredible little trailer. And it's one of the lightest trailers we have in the lineup. I don't know what the weight of this one is because obviously they've made some additions. You know, more premium appliances, also the inside kitchen. So I'm guessing it's gonna be around the 4,500 pound weight range. Now I do know the GVWR is 6,147 pounds. So like I said, I'm not 100% on what the dry weight is yet. I know the previous one was around 4,000 pounds with all the additions, the add-ons, and better features and more features. It's definitely gonna add some weight to it, but very much worth the wait to have all of these extras. So if you're interested in this unit, come check it out. Obviously we have one landed right now in Utah at our experience center. We should have one very soon in Arizona, Colorado Springs, and South Carolina. We do have 19s landing regularly now. They are all pre-sold, so you can't buy them, but you can maybe come over and take a look. We have one in Utah right now that you can look at as well. But thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you have a wonderful new year. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.